Hi YouTube and welcome to Outsiders. My name's Sean Connors. Today I'm going to be reviewing Dragon Age, which I've only just recently picked up. I have had in my possession for quite some time the Dragon Age PS3 game, and I've got quite hooked on this because I thought it was they're not often very good actually, to be honest with you, supposed role-playing games on the computer market, because they often lack what I call social interaction depth, which you can only get through a pen and paper game. But as computer games go, this is exceptionally strong. Obviously this is not what we're going to be reviewing. We're going to be reviewing this. In essence, this is what we're looking at today. So what is this game? What is it all about? Well, the first thing is it's in a box. This is very old-fashioned. This is old school stuff. Like many people who've played from many years ago, the beauty of boxes was it was the first way that this hobby was introduced to us. I saw it through the original red box of D&D. I had the original hardback books, but you know, a number of sets came that way, and it's quite a nice throwback actually. It was quite nice. The books themselves are split into two types of books, which is a GM's book and the player's handbook, and there are only 3 dice. Very simply, 3d6s really, 2 of one colour and 1 of another, which will become apparent as the review unfolds. The good thing about all the books, again, very good detail, colour used throughout, nice paper, and very impressive. And the other thing that comes with the box set is a map. Now what I like about the map is it's simple, plain, there's not that much detail in it, but it's that type of paper that allows me as a person to put notes on it. You know, I can use little stickers on this and easily peel them off again. It's quite vague, which I like, so it allows me to flesh it out. I've got no problem with that at all. I'm pretty confident that they will release more box sets to follow after this. The particular box set is box set 1 is devised for characters level 1 to 5, and the plan is to release another 3 more box sets. From what I understand from their website, this is Green Ronin that produced the game on behalf of, well, I think it's obviously permission has been given by BioWare to do this. Now, from what I understand as well, having gone to the website and listened to the podcast, BioWare was released as a game back well, particularly in the UK, around about November time of last year, and at the same time the download became available. And now, of course, in the UK we've got the printed copy, the proper pen and paper copy. The books themselves are excellently laid out. It's a very simple system, if I'm being honest. I've said this before in other reviews. Is that a bad thing? No. What I like about this system is, although it's simple, it's a system that is very much something that's very dear to my heart. So it is very level dependent, so you only get a big bang for your buck when you go up a level. So the characters improve as they go up in levels, which I'm used to, and I have no problem with that formula. It seems incredibly well balanced, which has quite surprised me. I like the fact that all the classes can do something, and all of them have their own uniquenesses and strengths, their own special talents and special skills, and there's enough diversity in it for people to pick up and play. It's a game that actually, from reading it to digesting it and then actually playing it, you could run this straight away. This is very good. I could jump in this as an experienced referee in less than an hour. I fully grasped it. Brilliant system. I'm going to play this one out actually quite soon. I'm going to be using a couple of my own children to try it out. It's an excellent system for beginners, and I want to give this a good shot, this system, so I'm particularly pleased with it. What I like is that it strikes me as old school, and I've got a lot of time for this. I said in one of my previous reviews that I felt the industry was going to move more towards simplicity at this point, and get away from some of the complexities that we've seen. The combat, let's talk a little elements about the game. It's got all the traditional core classes that you'd like to see, to a degree, but it is based primarily on the Dragon Age Origins game. So there isn't some of the things you would expect to see at this point. So it's hard to explain. Unless you played the game, you won't understand. It's got a uniqueness of its own. Quite a lot of the monsters that they already show in the book, although some are classic fantasy fare, they've been given a very good Dragon Age twist. So they're very blighted and tainted. I like the history that the Dragon Age Origins game has, so I can totally see why they've pulled that into this game. But the uniqueness of the Dragon Age game for me is very simply this. that they have a thing called a stunt system, and the stunt system is built off the 3 dice. And very simply, when you throw your dice, if you get any doubles come up, that allows you to do a certain amount of stunts. Now, without getting bogged down about how many stunts, etc., it all depends on what number is generated from the dragon die. In this one, it's the green one. And what if you roll a double on any of the dice, it can even be the green dice, that generates how many stunt points you get. So for example, say you roll 2 5s, one of them was a green one was a black dice, then you got 5 stunt points, and you can look at your particular character and make a decision about what you're going to do. It's fantastic, actually. That's really good. And they've done the same for Wizards, and it clearly was obvious when I listened to the podcast from Green Ronin that through playtesting they'd realised that they also had to include that system with the magic side of the magic side of the characters, which again makes a lot of sense. It's excellent. I think it's really good. I'm particularly impressed. I'm really looking forward to seeing it in play. The stunt system is an excellent idea. I've recently reviewed Warhammer 3rd Edition, and what they've done is create it through cards. But what these guys have managed to do is create a system through conventional dice that allows you a degree of alteration on the combat, the battlefield, at a moment's roll. And I really like that, and I can see that being really nice. And I think players will really get into it. Combat is a little bit abstract, but there are rules within the game that you can use traditional battle mats, although to be honest with you, I don't have a problem if the combat is very abstract. In fact, actually, I'm beginning to see a lot more flavour in it that way, and it's a lot more, it makes it more descriptive in some ways, but it's good that they allow you to use a battle map. My group particularly enjoy the battle map and find abstract, we used to do abstract quite a lot, so I suppose it's a culture change moving back that way. But very, very good. The elements of the game are excellent. I mean, at first, when I first picked the box set up, this is £23 UK money, and I thought, there's not a lot there. But then when you think about it, you're going to pay 40 quid for a computer game that you're going to play all the way through and finish, and then you're going to have to make a decision what you're going to do with it, trade it in and get something else. With a pen and paper game, it lasts forever. So for 23 quid, actually, with colour-plated books and a nice system to pick up, it's fantastic. I like the fact that on the back of each of the books, they've done some very simple things. Character sheet, very simple, nice, really like that. Quick reference and action sheet, which includes all the standard stunts and actions in one sheet, easy to print out, very good for the players, and obviously more of this to come in the next sets. Spells impressed me. There was a nice selection of spells, and it was interesting because you get to tailor the style of character you want depending on the spells you want to choose, and the spells as well don't automatically work. Huge fan of things that don't automatically work, really like it. I know one particular player who doesn't in my group, however I actually really like it because I always felt magic should not be guaranteed, and that's something this system definitely brings in, which is nice. You can pretty much guarantee it, but it's not guaranteed each turn, so that's really lovely. So overall, in my scoring system, and for those that are going to be joining us from Green Ronin, my scoring system that I give is out of 4. It allows me no middle ground. I have to make a decision on what I've seen. If I was to rate this in its components, certainly presentation would score high. Ease to read, fantastic. Bringing new people into the hobby, it's certainly going to do. Would it appeal to someone like me, an experienced referee? Yes, it does. I'm going to give Dragon Age Origins out of 4. I'm going to give you 3. I think it's a very, very good mark. It's something that you certainly deserve. This is an excellent system. I like what you get for your money. This is one I highly recommend. Depending on how the other books shape and turn out, this may well be getting a higher review mark later on. So far, very, very impressed. I think there's a lot you can do with this as an experienced referee. It's left some areas open to me that I can play around with. You know, it would be very easy to create new spells, very easy to do monsters. That's another good thing, actually. That's, again, we haven't really covered off on any of the other shows, but I've got to try and find it if I can. They have Game Master aids, which is very simple. I like this sort of thing. Little NPC sheets, monster sheets sort of thing. Really nice. Because that's, again, really easy to have those prepared before a session. That doesn't take any of my time up. To have a few of those printed off and ready. Superb. Superb. I love it. Anything that keeps it easy for me, great. So well done, Dragon Age. Really well designed. Well done to Green Ronin for picking up the line. Really ambitious plan to release sets every 6 months. Please do, because I will certainly be picking them all up. It would be a tragedy not to get all these. I've become quite a big fan of you. I've not really looked at any of your products to this point, and I have to be honest. you've changed my mind. Anyway, Dragon Age 3. Hope you've enjoyed the review. This has been Outsiders. My name's Sean Connors. Happy gaming until next time. Take care.